Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the program. My name is Joker with a face radio and a voice for print. Why are all woke women like this? All they did is basically they made a fun, interesting, kind of sexy commercial with Sydney Sweeney. On the scale of 1 to 10 as far as offensiveness, it's about a 2. But of course, the outrage mob must have something to argue, yell about, be enraged about. If you ever want to understand most of these leftist woke women today, understand this one simple premise. They must be outraged about something. If everything was good in their life, if everything was fine, they wouldn't have anything to post content about. They wouldn't have anything to post commentary. They wouldn't have anything to be angry about. And they live to hate. Hate fuels them, much like Palpatine. Like, they just must be outraged about something. From New York Post, Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad slammed as National Socialistic of German Workers propaganda by crazed woke mob over jeans/jeans pun. Again, they must have something to be enraged about. Before we get into the main story, very quickly, before I forget, make sure every YouTube video or content creator you interact with, because YouTube changed their terms of service so they can keep more of our, as in you, the viewer, and we as the content creators, they've decided to find new ways to keep more of our money to themselves. So now if you just watch a video, it doesn't really count for the content creator unless you're subscribed or you click upvote, downvote, or leave a comment. So go ahead and just dislike this video. I don't care. Just make sure to interact with it so we content creators can stay viable and keep competing against the shills they want to keep pushing forward. So if you haven't seen the Sydney Sweeney ad, here it is in all of its 30 seconds of glory that is really nothingness, but again, the outrage mob must be mad about something.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
And now there's 2 versions of this. This was one of them. The other was where she was working on a classic Mustang, and she's talking about jeans. And obviously, yes, it's a play on the word about having great genes, because I think Sydney has a couple of assets that most men like, that they would say, yes, she was gifted with good genes. And because of this pun, now the left is saying it's like the National Socialistic of German Workers. It doesn't quite pan out the same because I'm not saying it in German. Anyway, it goes back to the guy with the mustache. Leftist TikTok is in full pitchfork and torch mode after a new ad for American Eagle jeans featuring actress Sydney Sweeney used a play on words, with some claiming it's full-on propaganda from the German Austrian guy. The ad features Sweeney, 27, clad in a pair of jeans, denim jacket, talking about her jeans/jeans. Their genes are passed down from parent to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color, she intones in one of the spots. My jeans are blue, she says, as she flashes her blue eyes. The clip went viral after posted by Sweeney's fan account, but then the account later went private following the backlash on Sunday, because they're cowards, of course. This, by the way, is a dude. What you're seeing right on screen right now is a dude who is, of course, with all the pronouns and the flags and everything else, complaining about it, saying that it is propaganda. Another longer ad uses the same punny tagline. Anyway, they say what's in the ad, but who cares? The play on the homophone of jeans and jeans was enough to trigger the woke mob, with many on the left interpreting it as a nod to eugenics, with some going so far as to call it outright the German propaganda. And she does show her belly in some of the shots. It's a cute ad. Like, I don't watch TV. I don't much care about ads. I've seen Sydney Sweeney without a stitch of clothing on in the movies, so I'm not really that intrigued by this commercial. The fact is, though, again, it's not about the commercial. It really isn't. It's about these woke weirdos that must be outraged at everything. It's what they live off of. It is the fuel that keeps their fires burning, because no matter how good everything is, they must play the victim card, or the I am being held down, or these other people are evil. the only thing that keeps them going is hate. It really is. I have a couple of the TikTok videos that we'll actually go over of these women breaking down their own mental sanity. But the response to American Eagle's outfitters, or whatever they're called, American Eagle, today they're up 6%, and after hours they were up 18.8%. People are trying to say, yes, thank you. Thank you for returning to normalcy. Thank you for returning to Americana and pretty women, big, buxom, beautiful women selling things and being slightly provocative. We like this. That is what the stock is signaling. But of course, the women are all out there having melties because they have to. They just have to. This from Sassafras 84. The liberals are having a total meltdown because Sydney Sweeney did an ad campaign for American Eagle. AE stock has since increased. Teenagers and women are flocking to buy. I don't know about that, but whatever. I'm just grateful they used an actual woman and not a man pretending to be a woman. AE for the win. Now, here's one of these wokies, and she's made her own art book and her own drawing to put on TikTok of what she feels is the representation of the ad. These people live for social validation. That's all they have left. They literally have nothing going on in their weird little lives, and so all they have is social validation.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
Anyway, she does a reading of what Sydney said, and of course, you can see her flipping off the picture that she herself made, and this is the picture. Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. Jeans made with 100% white cotton. These jeans are so pure, all the other jeans should be set on fire. Said nobody in any ad. That was never said in any way, shape, or form. The mixed polyester jeans should be rounded up and exterminated. Said nobody ever. We at White American Eagle want one thing for the future, a place where one gene prevails. These people need hobbies. Well, actually, this is their hobby. Their hobby is making up their own little stories in their own little heads about things that were never said, but they can go viral on social media for attention and probably money. They're probably making money from TikTok. Now, this is the woman that is making fun of Sydney Sweeney. This is the woman that is trying to control advertising and what is proper and okay to do in the world. It's women that look like this. Is anyone shocked?
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it. That's Nazi propaganda. Wow. I thought it was going to be like kind of bad. That's going to be in history book.
People are done. People are done with these people. I mean that genuinely. People are done with you. The LGHD TV is losing steam. The woke is losing steam. DEI is losing steam. All the things that the left and these weirdo women, the woke women, are supporting is losing steam. Democrats are at the lowest polling in the last 30 years, I think it is. They're just falling off a cliff. Somebody says it's no accident Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS. Here they play the ad for a few minutes, and of course this very snarky Asian woman has something to say about it.
Very keen.
They're literally saying the quiet part out loud, but was it ever truly quiet when you're wearing dumbass merch like this?
Of course, she's referencing the MAGA hat, because we must make a jeans commercial with Sydney Sweeney about politics and Donald Trump. Excuse me? What?
I mean, really, make America great again. When was America ever great? Their definition of greatness was when this country was full of white supremacists and that slavery still existed. And now we have this interesting ad with...
Yes, that all existed back in 1950s when we were still on the gold standard and women were at home cooking and taking care of the home and doing laundry and men were at work. Yes, I remember the 1950s and all the slaves and all the white supremeness that was going. Oh, it was just, yes, very much so.
Play on words where we pass on blue genes to those genetically with blue eyes. And let me just guess that they're going to market that these jeans are made out of 100% cotton. Heaven forbid that there's any poly blend or any mixture of other fabrics, because we will totally wrap them all up and incinerate them like we incinerated $10 million worth of contraceptives overseas and 56,000 tons of food. But there's always an exception of the mixture of different fabrics with 100% cotton, and that's when the 100% cotton is being picked by people of color. I mean, it's no accident that Sydney Sweeney's initials are S.
Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS. How do you link all the retardedness together like this? It's just linking all the things that you're against in one big sentence of nonsense gobbledygook to try to, I don't know, hit all the algorithms and go viral for something. What impresses me the most, these people have no function in society. They do nothing positive. They aren't out there building anything. They're not creating anything. They're not making anything better. All they do is they're just designed to tear things down, tear things apart, and complain about them. Then how do you propose we fix it? How do you propose we rebuild society? And when you ask them, when you really press it, they have no answers. They never do. And the few times that they've tried it, societies have completely collapsed every single time. Here's the picture of the woman that was on the cover. And I'll just let her speak for herself.
Did American Eagle just run an ad for eugenics?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
Totally just talking about denim, right? Just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman explaining how her good genes gave her personality and purity. I mean, are we really going...
She didn't say personality and purity. See, this is the game that the left plays. She didn't say any of that. All she's doing is talking about how genes gave her blue eyes and her genes are blue. That's it. It's a play on words. She said nothing about purity or any of the other garbage these people are literally making up to make their own arguing point.
Going to pretend that this isn't a little fashy-coded? Look, I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney personally wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich, but American Eagle absolutely knew what they were doing here. You don't get to drop lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster and expect people not to catch that reference. Good genes used to mean racial purity in fascist circles, and now it's just denim marketing.
No, it never meant that. It never meant that. Good genes is an expression that somebody's good at something. For example, if someone's very intelligent, but their parents were kind of not so bright, you could say, man, well, he got the good genes of the family. It's an expression. When a woman's good looking, which some will argue Sydney Sweeney's not even that great looking. She looks like the girl next door that's maybe obtainable when she's not wearing makeup and or a bikini. If she's wearing makeup and a bikini, none of us have a chance. Let's be honest with it. But the point is, she does have good genes in the fact that she turned out pretty good looking. Why these people are so angry, all you have to do is look at them. They're unattractive. They're bitter. She looks haggard. She literally looks like Senator Palpatine. They're just haggard and angry people lashing out at the world. They have nothing else going on but their social media validation. I'm not going to bother with the last one because this is 2 minutes and 27 seconds long. But this person, who is a dude dressed as a woman with the nose ring, I tell you, does she have a nose ring? No, she doesn't. All nose ring people are crazy. 2 of them have nose rings, 2 don't. If you guys want to understand how the left operates today, how these woke women operate today, they need to be on a bandwagon. They need to be part of the consensus. They need to be part of the hive mind. And when the hive mind runs out of things to be angry about or infuriated about or make videos about, they don't have anything else to talk about. They literally don't. There's nothing positive in their lives. They're not constructing or building. They're just tearing down, and they must tear down. They must find something new every day to tear down. And it's one cause to the next, because they'll forget about Sydney Sweeney, the next commercial that comes out, the next movie, the next Hollywood actor that doesn't bow down and scrape to the level of what they deem is acceptable, and they'll move on. Hopefully, American Eagle has learned from this. They don't pull any of the ads. They say, hey, we said what we said. It was a fun play on words. If you can't handle it, maybe our jeans aren't for you. Because these weirdos aren't buying American Eagle jeans anyway, because it has the name American in it, and they hate America. They hate everything about America, and they have to keep finding new things to hate. So good luck to American Eagle. I think it was a good ad. I think they need to keep standing up for bringing back women and good products and speaking to the people that actually are not weirdos and broken. Because when you chase after the weirdos and the broken people for your advertising and your product, you're going to end up like Jaguar or the WNBA or Bud Light. Ask them how that worked out for them. Just knock it off. Knock it off with the hate. Knock it off with the anger. Just be normal. But they can't do that, and they never will. Guys, if you like my content, make sure to follow me over on betterbachelor.locals.com. Links are right down below as always. You can join us over there. We do movie nights and UFC fight nights. We do Sunday football days. We do a bunch of live streams with a bunch of cool guys hanging out, having a lot of fun. So join us over there. It's $5 a month. You can support my cause, and also it puts us behind a paywall so we can do some really fun things. If you don't want to go that far, understandable, but you can always jump over to Rumble and go support me on Odd Man Out. Watch my content over there. Get the hell away from YouTube. You'll be glad you did. I'll see you in the next one.